Did you check this? Okay.
You're in progress.
I'm in progress. You're in progress. Are you checking to see if you have the notes or what are you doing?
No, we're flaunting it.
Oh, okay.
We're recording right now, so all of this is going to be super organic. Welcome back to Conversations Worth Having with Kai and Tara. We are just having a conversation around self-love, which for some people may sound a little different than to others. And we are focusing on some practical ways we can show ourselves self-love every day. What
I
else are we?
want to do that.
I want to do that. Tara is going to challenge me today on her professionalism on what self-love really is and how it's much more than just quote unquote self-love, but it's about boundaries and all these incredible things. And we're gonna make sure we leave the listener with at least three practical things that I do personally to show myself self-love, especially as a woman approaching 40 this year. Tara's gonna come visit me in Estonia. I'm super excited. I don't know what her favorite meal is, but anyway, that's all gonna happen. Let's
Well,
bring
and
it to you,
also
Tara.
specifically what I said was I didn't think that we should be calling it self-love. I can't, there was a very specific title that Kai had at one point, and I was like, you can't post that. That sounds like people pleasuring themselves. But and that's the nice way to say it. I didn't say it the nice way, but that is why I was not sure we should keep calling it self-love. But I do think we should show love for ourselves, and we can do that in lots of different ways. Kai thinks there's practical ways. I think it's more of a lifestyle that you're supposed to try and lead, a way that you speak to yourself, a way that you manage your interactions with others. But Kai has her point of view. So
I
that's
love it. I think this is why I love Tara so much. Tara Davidson, by the way, in Southern California, and she's also a mentor. Um, that's why I absolutely adore her so much because I'm more of a spasm brain. When you look at a timer and you have the minutes, right? You have the seconds, and then you have the milliseconds on the side on the right.
vibrating. Yeah.
I am those milliseconds at 1000%. And Tara is the minute hand where it's just like very calm. She puts it back in perspective. But we talked last time about self-love and how I've struggled with it. And I still do struggle with it because I'm not my best friend yet. I'm trying to get there. But some of those thoughts that I have, if I fail, if I feel I failed during the day, are I would never talk to another human being that way ever.
Or your
Like,
kid.
or my kid, 1000% not, or my incredible mentor or my husband. Never would I talk the way um, I talk to myself. And
Right.
I'm working on it very
Which
hard.
is something you can do to improve loving yourself, is reminding yourself, like, would I say this to out loud to someone I care about? Then why am I saying it to myself? But that's one of the most basic things I think a lot of us can do. It's a thought stopping exercise. You stop the thought, you change the thought, and you go from there. And the hope is you
It's
do that enough time, it becomes the new automatic way. Because a lot of times our thoughts are just automatic. They just go, they happen. We don't question them, we don't challenge them, they just happen. And we're left with them. And then we respond to them, whether we realize that or not.
1000%.
So we have to adjust our thoughts in order to change how we're moving in this world.
And my thought patterns have taken about 20 years of like meeting with incredible therapists, meditation, movement, but it's still work. Because I texted incredible Tara the other day, and it was one of those days where I'm just like, I don't know what happened, but I can pinpoint some things that really make my mind go bleh.
Yeah.
If I take a longer break on literally like lifting weights or exercise, for me, exercise has always been an antidepressant, but it's so much more than just exercising. You have to like do all the things. That's where it gets exhausting to me because there's already 7,000 things to do. And then you have to think to yourself, like, oh, now I need to do some other things just to keep it all glued together. And then I have to do that 365 days a year. And that can be really exhausting.
Yeah.
Um, recently, so Friday, this is, I'm a very sensitive person. very sensitive, highly sensitive people. And Friday, I decided that I'm gonna take a break from Facebook indefinitely. I don't know how long, but I'm a very sensitive person, and I just cannot see some of the images that the what's it called, algorithm.
Algorithm.
Yes, thank you. I can't, I can't handle it. Like
Your
some pictures
algorithm's not well.
from, yeah, like just, I mean, war and things like that, where like it's right in there, like it's right in there, and I can't do it. Like I thought I could, like, oh, it's just social media, but
Actually, none of us should be doing it, by the way. Like images of war and violence and stuff are not good for us. But unless it's a call, unless it calls us to action and to stop it. But that's not what's happening currently, which is sad.
mhm. So that's on a bigger issue. But in the past, I've taken like a week or two off for some reason, specifically Facebook. I don't know why, but specifically Facebook because there's just so much going on there now between the advertisements and then seeing the people like, oh, I'm in Japan and look at me, I'm in Thailand. I don't have an issue with YouTube. I don't have an issue with emails. I don't have an issue with like websites. There's something about Facebook. Hey, I'm sorry if I'm offending people. And Mark Zuckerberg, if you ever want to talk, let's chat because I know you're not busy because you can never get anybody off Facebook or get in touch with anyone. I've tried. Um, and I feel so much better just from today's Tuesday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days. And I feel like there's a massive weight lifter off my shoulders. For me, that is quote unquote self-love
Mm-hmm.
because I am not going to be controlled by an outside entity that has not like it has nothing to do with my life right
Yeah.
now. To me, that's huge. And peppermint tea when I had too much chili is self-love.
I thought it was chamomile.
Nope, this is peppermint. It's great for the
Uh,
digestive system. But
which steps throughout the day, huh?
yes, I've already had like 3 cups of coffee in the morning, so there's no way I should add more. But that's self-love. And I'm sorry if it's cliche, like self-love and all that. You can call it boundaries, but it all goes down to having respect for yourself to realize that
Well,
you're
no, I think
driving.
it's taking care of yourself. And for you, that's how you take care of yourself. Each of us have to pause and have some self awareness and realize what takes care of me. You have to. Taking a break, vegging, those are sometimes necessary things you have to do. I think
1000%.
Kai had sent me lots of emails, and I was just like, I'm not looking at anything this weekend.
I
That's
am
not
so
doing it.
proud of you. I know that
And
you
that's
have
a way
boundaries.
that I take a break because I work Monday through Friday. I work all kinds of different hours because I offer different hours to my clients. So I have weird pockets of breaks. But then my weekends are mine and my family's. So
I
I
love
don't I
it.
don't do emails and stuff then. I just don't.
I just love it, and I'm learning to have that boundary through Tara as well, who is like, I have all these women, specifically women in my life. I would say women. I love my husband as well, but the women in my life are like so inspirational. They are the founders, and they are the entrepreneurs, and they are
I think
like,
it's because women have to fight for this stuff more, whereas men are it's more accepted that they like themselves, love themselves. I don't think the media is out to tear them down. The media is out to tear us down.
oh,
So
1000%. That's why 4-0 is hitting me hard because it's like Botox or not the Botox. Listen,
it's
I
why
don't
breaks
care.
from social media are so helpful. It's why, letting shutting out all of that is so helpful.
1000%. I just love it. And yeah, I can't believe it. Like I feel almost like I've been on a vacation just by not clicking on like not being so available.
Yes.
You can bring your dog or cat also on the camera if you want to introduce people to the
The
dog
dog
or
the
cat.
dog was here. He's wandered off now. He's the
Oh,
cat's my daughter's on spring break, so she is not here at home with me. And so the cat is mad at me and not speaking to me because she's not here.
oh,
Well,
because cats
I don't know
speak.
why that's my fault, but
Cats speak, Tara.
clearly,
Cats speak.
clearly.
Yeah, I love it. No, I do. I understand. I do speak Catanese and Dogonese as well. Uh,
Doggy.
but
Except cats is really a real language.
Oh my gosh. I'm excited for all of the podcasts that we have going on because it is so freeing to be able to be yourself. Tara has told me that I need to be myself. I don't want to terrify people because I feel like I'm very goofy. But
Kai is very
I
goofy and has high energy and loves people with all of her heart, and it costs her a lot to do that. And
it
that
does.
is why she's exhausted half the time, whether she likes to admit that or not. But
All of it is true.
yeah.
All of it is true. But I am in a point in my life now, thank God, where I just feel like I don't owe anybody anything. And it has taken me like um 39 years. Okay, 30, yeah, 39 years. And it is so bizarre to feel that way. Like I belong to me. I don't know
Hmm.
if other people feel like that, but I've always felt like I owe somebody something. Like if they're having a bad day, I need to be there so that they have a day that's less bad. I don't know if it's rather it's a friend or a parent or my child, which children I understand it's a little different, they're minors, but it's still not my responsibility to make sure that every need is met. They have to self-soothe.
Yes.
Everybody has to self-soothe.
Well, with kids, part of our job is teaching them how to love themselves and take care of themselves and all that stuff, which I don't know if we're real great at that, but it's a fine line. It's a balancing act.
Exactly. But it's taken such a long time to finally do what I can do, but realize that if I have several text messages or emails, unless it's a medical, like even if it's a medical emergency, you should call somebody else but me. But it's not that serious. I don't have to,
Hmm.
jump on it. Get the cat on the camera. Let the cat tell us
It's
what
not the cat,
self-love
it's the
is.
dog. He
Oh,
keeps.
it's dog.
Yes. I don't know if I can do that here. Oh, see, he walks away. Doesn't want to be
Oh, so
on.
that's another huge thing about self-love is do you have a pet? Do you not have a pet? Can you have a pet? Because animals,
He was chewing something, so I have to take it away from him because he wants attention. So he keeps going and getting things and bringing them here, increasing his hopes that I will pay attention to him.
I understand, I do the same thing.
Yeah, he's very demanding about love. Yes,
That's how you should be. Love
he's
me
very good
now.
at the paw nudge too, but we'll
So
see.
Tara, tell us a little bit in your how many years have you been um a therapist now?
My son is 22, so it's been about 21 years that I have been
Whoa,
working as a therapist.
that's a long time.
No, 2 decades, 2 decades. And I've worked with different populations over the years. I worked with individuals who had perpetrated domestic violence. They're required to do group counseling. So I ran those kind of groups. I also worked with victims and survivors of domestic violence. That was a unique group of folks. Then I worked with foster care and children. So literally, I think my youngest client was 2, all the way up to 18.
Oh
And
my gosh, how can you be a client? Anyway, that's a whole other podcast. Like, how can somebody be a client at two?
there's
But
some pretty horrific things that happen. But yeah.
oh my gosh.
And it's
But what
teaching
it
them how to regulate and love themselves and not get negative messages starting from really little, very, very little. But I
see
will add, where I learned self love and how to take care of myself was after my daughter was born. My mom is an amazing mom, amazing woman. But when I was growing up with her, she would say very negative things about herself. I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. And then she would tell me and my sister, you guys are amazing. You can do anything, all these kinds of things. And really weird message for me to get because I only looked at her and thought, she's amazing. She's so smart. She's beautiful. And also, we look a lot alike.
hmm
So for her to put herself down, but then tell me I looked good, it sent me a message that maybe I don't. Maybe I'm not pretty. Maybe I'm not good enough. All of that kind of stuff. So when I had my daughter, and lo and behold, she looks just like me. As in, she once saw a picture of my mom in her 20s with me as like a 3-year-old, and she was like, "Oh, that's grandma and me and you." And I was like, "No, it's me and grandma." She's like, "No, me." Like we look that much alike. And I was like, I have to change this. I have to interrupt this pattern And I have to talk about how we're smart and we're beautiful and we can do anything. And not you can, we can. I can do it, you can do it. And that's what led me to start my own business. That's what led me to do what I needed to do in my relationships because I wanted to show her like we don't just say the words, we do the things. And when we mess up and we fail at doing the things, that's okay. Doesn't make us any less lovable. It means we're just going to learn something and keep going.
I love it.
But
I love it
it's
so
not
much.
easy. It's not easy, especially when they're watching you. And you're like, crap, I just screwed that up. And you say crap, and then they say crap, and then you're like, that's not what I wanted here. She did say, oh, crack. She thought I said crack, not crap.
Oh, I don't know which one is worse in Southern California. You say crap or crack.
But it's such a process. So that started when I was 27, 28. I mean, up until then, I was pretty sure I was garbage and all imposter syndrome. But after that, I was like, no, I've got this. And anybody can, but you have to just be open to failure. And that doesn't change my value. It doesn't change how lovable I am if I'm not doing things perfectly.
I love it. You taught me that too. I've been trying to be a good influence to our kids too when I'm in front of the mirror and I just do not feel beautiful, which to me is the hardest for a woman is when they don't feel like beautiful in their own skin. But in front of especially our daughter, I always say like, "Oh, do you see how gorgeous I am? Do you see this hair? Oh my gosh, look at that." It's like
So you
I
also want to qualify how hard you work, how smart you
Mhm.
are, how willing, how kind you are. You're one of the kindest human beings I know.
Whoa.
And yeah. So it's a matter of reminding our kids that there's so much more to us. Looks will pass. We're going to turn 50, 60, 70, 80. We can have an accident. You can get disfigured. You can get, Botox that goes wrong. And it'll ruin everything for you. So you can't put all your eggs in anything. We're a whole package or a whole deal.
Whole package, whole deal. I just
Whole
absolutely
package,
love it.
whole deal.
That's my I we're almost at 17 minutes and I know we always have so much to say because we're both amazing. And but you've taught me how to do that myself because my mom till this day puts herself down when I go visit. And I'm almost 40. To me, it's so heartbreaking, and that comes back to not doing the work on yourself of past trauma and everything else that is still
And I
haunting
think
you.
genuinely, I don't think they knew how, and I don't think society and culture like supported them. I think women have done a lot of hard work over the years so that
Hmm.
we, you and I, could sit here and talk about this now.
Hmm.
They didn't even have that then, so
No, oh my gosh, the stuff that you
they
would
did the
put
best
with
with
us.
what they had.
Yeah, they did do the best they had, but to me, that's very detrimental.
Yes.
Uh, I it took me a long time to grow out my bangs. Like I know so complex like that is so funny maybe, but Lonnie told me like please grow out your bangs. And I had bangs like for 36 years because my mom would always say our foreheads are too high. Our foreheads are too high.
Mom
Make
said
sure you
that to
get
me
your
too.
bangs. You too?
Oh,
Hashtag high
I had
forehead.
bangs. I had bangs for so long. She was like, because you have a big forehead, we're just going to cover it up. She'll be so upset that I shared that because she's like, I said I was sorry.
Oh, you don't think she listens to this podcast, does she?
I guess I should share it with her, right?
Listen, moms, you're all amazing as long as you're doing what you think is the right thing to do,
The
and you
best you
need
can.
to be gentler with yourself. We're at almost 19 minutes. I want to make sure the listener has had the opportunity to press a like to our incredible YouTube.
Isn't it a
And
like and a follow? Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
yes, like and follow. It takes me a second to get there. I know I will get there because your support is so meaningful to us. And without you, we can't do these videos. And another thing I would ask is if you have any specific issues you want us to bring to light, please let us know in the comment section because I'm actually walking around with my friends too with a little notepad and I ask them, what are some of the things that are on your heart today? And they will tell me. Like, let me tell you, they will tell me it's funneling in. So please
Yeah.
don't be shy, be respectful and kind, and let us know what some of the things you want us to talk about. because we're here to fix the world, make you
I'm
feel
not. I'm
good.
not here to fix the world. I'm
I'm
here to
gonna
just
fix the world.
influence my corner of the world.
I'm going to be on the TED Talk one day with Tara.
Yep.
She is just gonna tag along, and we're just gonna be
I'll
unique
smile
and
away.
incredible. Last words, Tara, for humans.
Just be kind to yourself. I mean, the world's inside out and upside down. Focus on what you can control and take deep breaths and focus your energy there. That's all we can do.
I love it. I tag along on that one. This is Conversations Worth Having with Kai and Tara. Have a beautiful day. Bye.